So Morgan is scribe. Lynn, you would be the previous scribe. Would you like to give us a recap of the events of last time? Are you there? You might be muted.
Okay, I'm here. Okay. Morgan convinced Randy to hand over the thing she got, which was a simple ruby. Morgan gives it back to her and reminds her that we are trying to work together to help. We found a bunch of squirrels and we divided the squirrels accordingly. A ghost wanders in and we greet him. The ghost is looking for a book of potions and a small ruby. It mentions a master named Telson. It mentioned that Telson needed to make potions. As he keeps an eye on the ghost while looking around, and Lynn tries to look for the potion book for the ghost. He finds it and goes to Randy to try to get the small ruby back. Lynn gives the two things to the ghost, who identifies himself as Dr. Ichabod. He doesn't seem to take the item, so Lynn puts the book and ruby into her bag. The book has all of the different kinds of healing potions. Lynn finds a healing potion that is brewed. So the party decided to grab the half-finished potion with us. The group talks about the ghost and Lynn excitedly rummages through the book pile. Bud realizes that the ghost is probably stuck in the loop of doing things to stay sane. As the group tries to backtrack, a cry of a little girl catches our attention and we go check it out. We find the little girl trying to get away from the shadowy monsters. So we decided to fight the creature. Morgan finishes the creature and goes to find the ghost girl. Bud follows as well and shifts into a cat to try to calm the girl down. We successfully calm her down after Lynn gives her a stuff tells us the locations of where the light that repels shadow creatures are and her name, Yentl. We all follow her to the small library with the protective light she mentioned. And that's it.
All right. Thank you for the recap. So we would pick things up in the library. What do you all want to do?
Huh. Lynn still wants to uh, Lynn still wants to explore the laboratory just below the library.
Okay.
Why is your token so small, bud, if you don't mind me asking?
He's a cat.
Cat.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And I'm muted. But yeah, so I'm a cat, so I'm gonna stay with the kid and try to keep her calm and entertained while y'all explore the laboratory.
Okay. I will say I am very low on resources at the moment. I'm okay on health, but I am down to my last ability, so to speak, or Morgan would say, I'm feeling a little drained of my capacity to inspire and smite my enemy.
Do you want to maybe just stay at the doorway and watch as Lynn explores, and if something happens, you can yell out and I'll come help?
Actually, Lynn would also say that she's pretty tired as well. Do we do a long rest and then go ahead and do stuff?
I don't think we can do a long rest yet.
Well, you can
Yeah, it's still
pass
morning,
Um,
right?
time. It's still pretty early. You've been through a
Yeah, it's
lot
pretty
this
early.
morning. It's still 9:20 a.m. That said, you could pass time till nightfall, then long rest, but it would take quite a while.
oh yeah, downtime.
Or you could
We could
retreat
I,
back up to the upper levels.
so maybe before we decide
Lynn
what
would
to do.
Lynn would say that, oh, if we want to rest, I do have we do have
You have what?
You cut off there, Lynn.
there's a healing potion that's half brewed and I could continue brewing it. Hello? Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
missed a lot of what you're saying, but I think I get the gist of it.
Basically, if we pass time, I can brew the potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind taking a moment because I wouldn't mind trying to talk to the child a little bit more. Again, I'm gonna, friends, I'm gonna be a little bit out of character tonight. I'm just not feeling very well, but I want to try to play.
It's fine.
So she came in, and so actually, so Lynn, are you going to be focusing on brewing the potion at this moment, and then we're going to try to pass some time? Is that the plan? And I'm going to basically probably try to chat up the child.
Yep.
Okay. So as Lynn is setting up her potion brewing in here, I'm going to come over to maybe slowly approach Bud and kind of pet him if he doesn't recoil away from me as I approach, as he's in his cat form.
Yep.
And I would kind of gently pet the cat, but I apologize for this, but well, actually, you know what? I'm going to say to the child, Yentl, I think her name was, is so you've enjoyed our a kitty known as Bud. He's known for enjoying the leaves and the grass outdoors.
I will meow as if I'm laughing.
She would look at the cat and say, it's a very soft kitty. It's very nice. Very friendly.
Did you have animals or kitties before your time here?
She says, in the tunnels, there were some rats back when I lived in some of the cave areas, but that was far away. But in these halls, no, I didn't really have pets.
Again, forgive me, Lou. I have notes here, but I don't know this. Do I get the impression she knows she's a ghost, or is that going to? Do I get the impression that might be taboo if I like kind of bring that aspect up?
Give me an insight check.
Sure, do something I'm really terrible at.
You are not sure.
Could I remember from the history of our conversation?
So, I mean, you obviously know she is a ghost. She has talked about running through walls. So, I mean...
She's at least somewhat aware, but maybe it's not something I want to totally bring up, or I'm not sure what her full reaction will be.
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't called herself a ghost, at least as far as you've seen. She's obviously using her ghostly powers, though you haven't seen her try to possess anyone yet. But, yeah, she's not, like, referring to herself as a ghost, so...
I might start to...
Yeah. I will, like, as I brew the potion, I would show, like, Yentl, like, oh, look, I'm doing this.
Like, you're showing her the potion?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, she seems, she's kind of caught off guard as she's, like, talking to, Morgan and petting the cat, and then you suddenly kind of talk about the potion. She'd look over and say, oh, it's bubbly. Does it taste like soap?
Mm-mm.
She just nods and says, oh. She looks semi-interested in what you're doing as well. What were you saying, Morgan?
No, it's fine. Did you have something else you wanted to do with that, Lynn?
I would, like, try to make small talk, I guess.
Alright. Well, as a child, pretty much all of her talk is fairly small. No pun intended. She's, I mean, unless you're bringing up big topics, she's mostly talking about, like, her dolls and, I guess, are we just passing time
the doll I
here,
gave her?
kind of talking? Well, she'd also be talking about some of her old dolls.
I think Morgan was trying to get to something.
Yeah, I was going to try to go somewhere, but Lynn, I didn't know if you had something specific you were trying to accomplish.
All right, so go ahead. What were you saying, Morgan?
So, as we talk about these things, I would try to go back to her knowledge of this space and kind of hint and say, so how long have you been running from this darkness and know about these candles and these lights?
She thinks and says, since magic swept over the colony, it made everyone strange and translucent, and she says they don't act normal anymore. I I don't know how long it's been. I just know it's been going on for a while. She says there isn't really a way out that I've seen. I've tried to leave this place through both of the exits I know of, and I just can't. It's like I'm bound.
So when she says the changing of the magic, is that the calamity that we know of, or the timing of the spire? Would those link up?
It could. Are you referring to what you read in the notes?
Yeah.
It definitely could. That could be what killed everyone here. That would make sense.
And do I have a rough idea of how long that is?
Let's see.
Sorry if I'm getting a little too detailed here.
Do you remember where you were when you read that note about what happened here? Or where that was?
Oh,
It was a journal,
it was
right?
one of these rooms. Yeah, it was one of
Okay.
these rooms. Probably this one, I think. I don't know, Bud. I know you're in character, Lynn. If you guys' memory had a
I
little
think I
bit
know the
better.
one you're talking about. That was the one you found in one of the bedrooms there. All right. So it probably happened quite a long time ago. Like maybe even several centuries had passed.
Yeah, I had a note in here, like a millennia was a note I had in here, but I don't know if how accurate that was.
It might have been closer. You think? Now, do you have history by any chance?
No, I don't, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm all performance. I
You,
pretend that I do, but I'm all performance.
you can give me an trained history check. Okay.
Great.
So the only thing you'd know is it could very well have been during the last cataclysm at some point. So it could be when everyone was living underground. Maybe these people had somehow got into the Spire back then and were living in this area.
So I would kind of say, well, that's a long time to be on your own and trying to escape and hiding. You've done a fantastic job surviving that long. When you say you tried to escape in the two locations, I might ask for Lynn's help or even Bud in cat form. Like I'd pull out some paper somewhere here and kind of scrawl out what I know of this space of kind of this area and point at where we came in from, here, and say, so that's where we came from. Is that one of the entrances, and where is the other one?
She would nod. She says, yeah, there's a stairwell coming in up north of here. There's another one that goes down in the southeastern area.
Okay.
She says, I mean, I can get to it pretty easily because I can go through the cave-ins. You guys would have to go all the way around. It's a little bit more complicated.
So I might take a moment and try to have her help me draw out a map of this area, and seeing if she could label any rooms, label any places that she know of them, both as their current state as well as what they were when she was living.
Alright, so she would say there's a room down south of us. I don't really know what they used it for, but they were,
That's the lab that Lynn wants to go into, right?
from what
Yep.
you believe. She says they had lots of instruments like that one, and she points at Lynn's alchemical instruments. And she would say, there's an old library south of that one. You gotta go down the hall. They didn't like me in there, though. It was more a library for the adults.
Okay.
She says, there's a couple of living areas around. There's the kitchen, which is kind of on the other side over in this area. There's a large sleeping area over here. More living rooms kind of spread out, or at least rooms that are people repurposed for living in, mostly the leadership of the group. The stairwell is in this area over here.
So when she mentions the leadership, I might hint at and say something to the effect, "Oh, is that where Telshin is at?"
She gets a little uncomfortable as you say his name, and she says, yeah, he was by the stairwell.
Is he still there now?
I don't go over there. It's scary. She says, the shadows chase me if they notice me. I'm usually able to get away or avoid them, and they're way more powerful on the other side of this place. She says, behind the barricade. Though they don't usually go through walls like I do.
Is Telshin a part of the shadows?
She kind of nods meekly. She says, he's very powerful with them. I think he's having them hunt me.
Gotcha.
He was...
Can I look at Bud, and Bud, you judge whether or not you would know this, but I'd try to like almost wink at you to see if, for you to take note of, is she telling the truth or not? I don't know if you can do that in your form. I don't know, or indicate that to me.
Yeah, I have my. I can't cast a spell, but I can use my mental stats. So I'll just do an insight check real quick.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Oh, and that's a bad roll.
It's still better than I would have rolled.
13. You don't get the feeling she's lying. She seems very nervous as she talks. You think that Telshin inspires a lot of fear in her. That's for sure. You don't think she's lying, though she seems like she doesn't really want to talk about him or what happened here.
I gotcha. I will, like, are you sitting down, Morgan, or like kneeling down?
Yeah, I can imagine that I'm like kind of on one knee, kind of not a little bit above her, but still not. I've definitely come down a little bit to her level.
Okay, I'll kind of like hop up on your knee and climb up and whisper in your ear. She seems to be telling the truth, but she doesn't want to talk about it.
And I just kind of, I'm continuing to talk to her as Bud is saying that, and I might like pet her and, oh, you're such a good kitty. How do you feel about all of this? And I don't know if you'll pick up my intonation, but I'm basically prompting you to tell me if there's anything you want me to ask or say.
Guess you could do an insight check on that.
Who, me?
Yeah, to see if you are...
How good my performance is. I don't know if that...
on his inclination. Well...
No, I'm my face is in your ear at the moment. I don't even see your facial expression, so I'm like oblivious. Sorry.
That's all good. So I don't want to... Go ahead.
So she kind of takes notice of the potion that you're brewing. And she says, oh, Auntie always used to brew potions. She gave them to the hunters to help protect them. What do your potions do?
My potions heal people.
You said heal, right?
Emit heals, yeah.
Heal people, okay. She says, yeah, Auntie was good at taking care of people with burns or scrapes. And also, when they get hurt on the hunts or in the caves, she would give them potions like those. A lot of times, it would help them get better quicker.
I would like talk to Morgan. Like, it seems like there might be potion books for for stuff other than healing. Maybe around here.
I would try to whisper to Lynn, perhaps ask about her auntie and where she might be and where those resources might be. Kind of try to secretly ask Lynn as she builds her own connection.
Yento, do you know that? Do you know where your where the auntie you're saying makes potions?
Well, she usually mixed them in the land, or in the not land, in the lab. But she would also mix them in her secret room sometimes. She says, it's the one I was telling you about, the one that you read the poem and the wall opens.
Right.
She says, otherwise she would brew in the lab just south of here.
And did she give us that poem before? Sorry, Lou.
The group found it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's see, where is that?
Sorry, if it's not my day to take notes, I don't take very good notes.
That's okay.
And then when I have to do the RP on the fly, I'm not great. So, Lynn, Bud, if you guys know things, please speak up.
Trying to see.
Right, I've missed a lot of recent sessions.
So
50% of the sessions. So
I do have the poem. It was written in Elven, and I remember one of
probably
our.
in.
Go ahead.
Oh wait, no, here it is. I just pulled up the journal. I have it. Somebody did a good job journaling. Who gets credit for that? Oh, Carly. She's not here.
Yeah, so there's two notes that were written in Elven that can only be read by the person who's not here anymore, because I don't think any of you speak Elven, right?
No, I speak Elven.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I'm half elf.
In that case, so you could read them. So then you can see them under the Night Spire notes. The page torn out of the book and the child's poem. You should see them under Night Spire in the notes section of the journal.
And Morgan just posted in chat.
Well, now I'm curious if I got it right. So I don't see where. So I see the notes section. I don't see a. What am I looking for here?
Well, you wouldn't see it because you couldn't read it. But there is a note in there called Child's Poem, which only Lynn can read right now because it's written in Elven.
Yep.
Got it. Was I right, Lynn? Did I get it right?
Yep.
Sweet. So the other, well, let's see, where else did we want to go with this? So again, talking about the map, talking about the stuff, I would say, I personally felt a very dark presence here when we first came in, and I've not been able to find that room or what the source of that presence was.
Where?
Right here. Are you getting my ping?
Oh, yeah. So she says, yeah, there's a secret room up there, too. I don't remember how to open it, but some of the scouts found it when we first came here. I don't remember anything bad being in there, though. I haven't been in there for a long time.
That's a different secret room than the one we were just talking about with the auntie.
She says, yeah, Auntie's room was just in the corridor outside. If you're going up, it's the one area there's no door. It's kind of
Yeah, so that's this
suspicious.
one right here, right?
She says, yeah, if
What
you show her a map. She
Yeah,
says
again,
that's where
I've
it
got like
is.
this parchment, and I'm trying to draw this all out with her. I'm assuming I don't know how
Description.
Lynn, are you very angry at me? I probably took a book or something like that and ripped it up and using the spare paper there because I don't have paper from me.
Fine, it's fine.
Okay. Let's see, what else did I want to cover with her? So Telshin, do you, besides the light, have you seen anyone else battle with the darkness, things that have worked, things that have not worked? We would be interested in helping you. You said you wanted to escape. I would be interested in telling your story and knowing all of these people that you knew, from your auntie to your mother to others, and helping you all express where you are at today by defeating the darkness and shedding light upon your stories. I'm kind of vamping there.
She says, no, I mean, no one's been down here for a long time. It's just been me and the shadows. You and Kitty and the nice brewer. Well, you're the only ones I've seen in a long time.
Lynn's the nice brewer, right? I'm picking that up correctly?
Yep.
Okay. Well, of course, she hasn't seen Randy because she'd be saying all kinds of explicitive about Randy.
It's true. Randy, where did Randy go? That's a good question.
I don't know. She runs in and out. Hopefully she gets tripped by Frank.
Again.
The barrier. Is it similar to the one that was here that we came through, or is it stronger? Is it different? What can you tell us about that?
She says, which
And
barrier?
the barrier on the other stairwell, where Talshin is near.
Well, the one time I did sneak down there to try to get out, I saw just some magical symbols around the stairwell, sealing it. So I just realized when I got there I couldn't cross it, so I ran away before the shadows got me.
So you said the magic exploded and changed. Do you have any insight, or no, I wouldn't use the word insight, sorry, I'm out of it. What can you tell me anything more about what you saw or heard of when this happened? Anything that could give us a clue to its origin, because that might help us in defeating it.
Says I was in my room and I woke up because I heard screaming, and I got off the bed, and suddenly some sort of darkness came under the door, almost like a living miasma, and it just washed over me. And the next thing I knew, when I had awoken, I was standing in my room, and I was also on the floor, not moving. And I got so scared I just ran and hid. I found my mom's fire in here, and I just stayed here for days and days.
You're a very brave person. I'm sorry for having to make you say that again, but thank you so much for sharing. I will tell your story for sure.
She says, oh, well, thank you. I don't really know exactly what happened, but whatever happened, it changed me, because I couldn't run through walls before. Now I can.
Have you met others who can run through walls like you, that are as friendly as you and would enjoy meeting Bud and our magical potion maker?
Well, I mean, most of the adults here seem very confused. They keep doing the same things over and over. If I try to talk to them or get them to acknowledge me, they'll look at me at first, but then as I keep talking to them, they'll almost get angry, and I'll have to run away from them. Something seems to have made everyone here so angry. She says, Telshin seems like he might know who he is, but I think he's looking for me. I don't trust him, so I've stayed away from him. She says,
I can understand. Oh, sorry.
There's one other thing. I've heard a woman's voice that I don't recognize. It calls to me sometimes, but I can never seem to figure out where she's calling from. She seems nice.
So I have... Sorry, go ahead.
She seems nice, but I just can't find her. Whoever she is.
So I would use my... Let me just double check.
Add a character, Lou. So this is one downtime, so that's 1 day for like the potion to brew, right?
Yeah, if you spent 8 hours brewing, it would finish this normal healing potion.
This is not a normal healing potion.
Oh, what type of potion are you making?
It's an unfinished. Basically, just needs time to brew superior healing potion, and you said it needs 3 days.
Yeah, so you'd have to brew it for 3 days, and then it would be finished.
So the
8
first
hours
day,
each day, basically.
yeah. So right now we're spending 8 hours, so that's 1 day, right?
Yes. Well, if we pass 8 hours in here, that would count as a downtime day.
Okay.
So are we just trying to pass the full 8 hours, or are we still talking to the girl?
One last thing. Sorry for consuming all this time, Bud and Lynn.
No, it's fine.
No problem.
It's fine.
I would use my actor trait feat to mimic the Red Lady to see if, and being open with her and saying, "Is this the voice that you heard?" And I would try to mimic the Red Lady's voice.
Is this an ability you have?
Yep, I put it in chat.
Actor, I see.
Yep.
Let's see. So you mimic her voice. She would say, "Yeah, that sounds like her." What's her name?
Yes, we have met. We know her as the Red Lady. I don't know if I have a better name for her. That's what I wrote her down as.
She says,
I don't know if someone else will.
I don't know much
Does
about
anyone
her.
else have a better name about her? Does anyone else have something better than that, or if they can insight or help me with? Lynn, I don't know if you know anything.
No.
Let me open up. Since I know that there's this notes in this journal thing that has information on things that I should probably be tracking myself. Is there anything in here I could use? NPCs. Red Lady.
Where is she?
Have not revealed that much about. Oh, there's a dark aspect about her. There's a magical and a
there are,
dark.
I think, 2 aspects you'd met. Let's see, where is the Red Lady in there?
Under unknown.
Under unknown, yeah.
Okay.
I just found it.
So this whole thing that you released to us that we never used, that we probably should.
Well, to be fair, I haven't. In the past, I haven't used it too much. I've been trying to use a little bit more.
Well, and I tend to rely on the fact that there's usually 5 or 6 of us and somebody will remember something.
Right.
Yeah, so you've met both aspects of her. Or at least members of the group have. The dark aspect is more something that they encountered in the labyrinth, where she almost seemed like a different person.
I don't think we got her name.
No, I don't think the group ever got her name. She was calling to 2 of the group members, one of which has disappeared. The other one, well, is basically in the background. But yeah, the magical aspect is the one that you spoke to around here, who wanted you to help this child.
That's what I was remembering.
She didn't exactly say how to help her. I don't think she
Yeah,
did
that's
anyway.
I'm remembering also.
Just that she needed help.
Well, and so I would say to the child, to the Yentl, yes, we know her as the Red Lady. When we first entered, she spoke to one of our companions who is busy cooking something wonderful for us right now. Would she suggested that we help you. We're still not certain how best we could help you. Is getting out of here what you think would be best for you?
So she seems a little sad. She says, everyone in my family is gone. I guess leaving would be best. I don't really know what else to do here. I've just been hiding.
Well, we definitely don't want you to be stuck here hiding. If you are willing to continue to give us information, maybe sit in the back as we move further. You can advise us. Certainly, if it gets too dangerous, would have no problem with you running through the walls to get away. But hopefully, you've seen enough of us now to know that we are capable of fighting back against some of the darkness, if not all of it.
Says, well, I don't know what else I could tell you to help, but you should go see Auntie Vicky's room. She probably has some potions there, like your uh, like. Did you give her a name, Lynn?
No.
She would say your friend here. She liked to brew, and maybe some of her potions are still in the room.
Yes, I think that is what we will do next. The hesitancy is to make sure that we are powerful enough to battle back any darkness that comes. Is there anything that is making you think that we should go sooner than later?
She shrugs. She says, no. I mean, you all seem powerful. You were able to fight off those shadows. But, I mean, the room should still be there. I haven't been in it. I can't seem to go through the wall there. But I know it's still there. And I can't read the poem because it doesn't seem like I can read things out loud anymore. Whatever magic
Yes.
Auntie put on it, it's not working for me. But maybe you can read the poem.
I think we could, but I do think we need to spend some time here, if not the night here first. And now I'm starting to look at Lynn and Bud and seeing what else they want to do, or pass the time, or next.
I think we could pass the time.
Yeah, that's fine. I will.
Because I'm down to only one. Out of character, I'm down to only one spell slot anyway.
I'll just kind of ease over to Morgan again and say, do you want me to stay in this form or do you think I should stay in this form for the full couple of hours, or should I just go ahead and switch back now? I don't know if I'm going to make her any more comfortable.
So I
look
now. I look at the child. I look at Yentl and kind of pet Bud again, and I was going to say, I say to her, have you seen good magics before?
Well, my auntie seemed like she used magic to help her brew the potions. And there was a follower of Palor. She was kind of our priest for our clan. I mean, she seemed like she used her magic for good.
So this wonderful kitty is really my... And you're old, right, Bud? You're elderly-ish?
Yeah, I mean, she saw me change into a cat, but
that's right.
Yeah,
so
I was
I
just
would
kind of
remind
staying
her.
in the form because it was keeping her. It seemed to be keeping her somewhat calm, but I can't stay in it for more than a couple of hours. So
Yeah, and my character would know that.
yeah,
But I would say something to the effect of, like, you saw Bud here was originally a wonderful old man who cares for all of the creatures and animals and has a deep connection to the woods and the buds of the world. Are you comfortable with him returning? He could absolutely become the kitty again for you in the future, but he does need to return to his natural state if you're okay with that.
She just nods and says, "Yeah, that's fine."
All right, so I will change back into my human form and just give her a big grin and say, "Oh, that was fun getting to know you as a cat. Now I will stay here with you and make sure that you're okay, and you let me know if you need anything."
And she giggled a little. She says, "You're a silly old man."
You're not the first one to notice that.
But she seems still pretty relaxed and calm. She seems like she's getting more used to the group in general. So we're trying to pass the day in here. Basically, Lynn brewing and the other two just sitting here and waiting.
I'll go ahead, and I think I've got enough components to brew a healing potion also.
Alright, so you pull out your herbalism pouch and start mixing.
I would spend
Yeah,
my
I've
time trying to
got
learn
enough.
her story. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just confirming I've got enough.
I would spend my time just trying to learn her story, more about her, not trying to probe deeper into. I've accomplished all of that, but I'm assuming what we RP'd there is, happened over several hours of me trying to very delicately probe her for more information while not pushing her too far.
I assume you'd use persuasion for that?
Persuasion or performance, whichever one you'd give me. Actually, they're both the same, so it doesn't matter.
For this, I'd say it's more persuasion than performance.
So if you're going to make me roll, I will actually use one of my inspirations on that.
Okay.
Get a +2. Because I really don't want to offend her.
So 15.
+2,
Yeah,
yep.
she's,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's a little quiet at first as you kind of ask more questions and time is passing. She gets a little bit more comfortable and starts talking about her time before here, where they lived in the caves as part of a larger community. But the community was attacked, basically, kind of not really destroyed, but it got too dangerous where they were. So her and several other groups kind of went their own ways into different parts of the deep. And her people ended up moving closer to the surface, much to the chagrin of some of the scouts who knew that there was danger the higher you rose. Passed through a territory that was kind of controlled by several warlords. At one point, they were captured by a fairly benevolent one, calling himself Donnie, and they were released, basically continuing up to where they are now. So
You just had to put that in there, didn't you?
your character once again hears of this Donnie, same thing that Reldon mentioned, though he's not really sure who that is or what the relevance is.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, basically after that, they kind of ended up here, where they found Telshin, who was already kind of living here. Kind of a crazy old guy who hadn't had any company in the area for a while, but he kind of took to the people and became friendly with the clan, and then basically just helped them live here. Until later on, when the place was attacked by some kind of dark creatures that were coming in from the caves. It ended up getting some of the hunters, and then the place was kind of put on lockdown by Telshin and some of the village elders. And that's kind of around the time. Shortly after that, people kept disappearing, and that's kind of around the time when that darkness she described hit her.
So,
that's kind of her full story in a nutshell.
I took some notes there just because you had to bring up Donnie. Which is great, but it's gonna bug me now. So as she was talking, I did want to try to key in on one thing, is trying to get a little bit more clarity on, is Telshin bad or good, in the sense that, as you described that story and as she described that story, it sounds like he was a good protector, but now is maybe bad. I'm trying to judge her confidence on how bad is Telshin versus did she just associate?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
So it sounds like, at least from her point of view, he wasn't bad at least from what the adults told her. Though it seems like she just kind of got a bad vibe off him. Like, especially after the darkness, which you assume killed her.
Yeah.
After that happened, it seemed almost like he was hunting her specifically.
Yeah, you said that before. That's a good note to have. Okay.
But from the stories...
Sorry, everyone. Thank you.
Well, from the stories in the beginning, he seemed like a helper to the clan.
Yeah.
At least that's what the adults told her.
Or something seemed to change.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. I have what I need. Thank you, everyone. Sorry for the diatribe or the long, detailed story.
No worries. So time is passing. Let me know if anyone else is doing anything. Just rolling for events if anything happens. So the door remains closed. Luckily, you're not sure if it's this light or just a spot of good luck, but nothing shows up, comes through the door or through the walls. You would pass the 8 hours, so you can go ahead and put a day towards your concoction. It is now 5:30. You still need to get to midnight before you can take your long rest. Do you want to do anything? Take any short rests during that time? If you want to, you can spend one of your short rests. Or do you want to just keep passing time?
I would just get back a wild shape, so I probably don't need to spend it.
Alright.
Yeah, I would just get back a divine inspiration's all I'd like to get back.
Alright, so time continues to pass. So I believe you're looking for the long rest.
Unless somebody waves us off, I do think, because that would also heal Lynn, right? Because you still have the drained strength or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
well, the strength drain would be gone. What does the book on you? What's that for?
What book?
On your token, there's a...
The token, yeah, there's icon.
That's a strength drain. That's a strength drain.
Alright, so you can delete that because the strength drain would be gone. That would have gone away during I don't know, I think you took a rest before this, right?
I don't think so, maybe?
Oh. Well, if you didn't take a rest, you would still have to spend a rest to get rid of the strength drain, Lynn. If you want to spend one of your rests.
Well, can I rest while I do the potion?
You can. You could say doing a potion is not, it's not strenuous, so you can say you rested. If you want to spend a rest, you can also spend hit dice and gain your strength back.
I'll spend the rest.
Okay, so you would have 2 left for the day. Are you gonna use any of your hit dice to heal your wounds?
I only have 8, so it's fine.
Okay, so
I'm only 8 HP down, so I don't think I need to heal right now.
all right. Well, don't tell them how much you're down, but Alright, so you decide against it, just kind of staying where you're at. Time continues to pass. Alright, so it's about 7 in the evening. A couple hours pass. You start hearing some noises coming from the southern lab. Almost as if someone's talking.
Strange.
Yeah, I look at Bud and Lynn and say, do either of you have a way of sneaking or investigating that is very unlikely to draw attention?
I could change into a cat again. Unfortunately, at the moment, I can't change into anything smaller than that.
Can I use perception?
To
Listen in.
yeah, you can make a perception roll, see if you can hear it any clearer.
There we go. Why am I putting on advantage? God damn.
So
Automatic, but it's still gonna be 20.
it sounds like a discussion of someone brewing potions. Should make sense because that is a laboratory. You hear someone asking someone else for some ingredients.
I will tell that to the group.
Wonder
They're
if it's another
potions, and I'm
ghost.
like, I
Well,
don't think ghosts have different sounds differently than their real life voice. If Yento's anything to go by.
But I'm thinking, you know, there may be multiple ghosts that are reliving what they did in life. That was we experienced that before with
I mean, that's
the
almost
ghost
my...
that came in looking for the ruby in the book.
I mean, that's almost my question if we're not hitting a specific time of day, and so I'm kind of taking note of it's 7:30 now. I would have probably... So, Lou, I don't know if it's history or how much you would allow me to do this, but I would try to take note and ask Bud and Lynn and Athy and everybody that's been with us to note the time of day, the different things that have occurred from the stuff in the library to when the darkness killed Frank, to those different things. And actually, just ask our ghost companion, do the same things happen every day with some of the other people roaming here? Are they always doing the same thing at the exact same time?
She says they do it at a similar time, but not every day. She says the lab around this time does usually have some ghosts in it. She says I try to stay away though, because the adults scare me now. I just try to not involve myself in what they're doing.
As we explore some, can you make sure to let us know when you think we might run into an adult and where the adults might be at different times?
She nods and says, I'll try to remember.
There you go, DM. There's another little task for you for all the NPCs you add.
Yup. Alright, so what are you gonna do? Doing anything, or...?
My inclination is to wait, but I'll look at Lynn and Bud.
If there's not a way we can very sneakily and carefully find out what's going on, I think we should wait.
Morgan kind of smacks at his armor. I don't do secret.
I could, well, now that I know that I can pull rats out of my hat, I could pull one of them out and talk to it and tell it to go look in there and come back and tell us what
That's
it sees.
a pretty good idea.
But it doesn't have to do what I tell it to do, though.
Yes, but a rat running around here isn't exactly abnormal, so what's the
Right.
worst that could happen?
What I'm saying is it might just go in there and then never come back to us. So
I
we
look
might,
at the child.
might never see it
Is
again.
the rat going to scare you too much?
She says, "No, I've had rats as pets in the tunnels, in the caves." She says, "I like rats."
Okay, well, we can give it a shot. I will cast Speak with Animals, and I will ritually cast. Well, hang on. Let me think about that. I'll just go ahead and spend a spell slot in case the sounds go away.
All right.
So I'll cast it, and then I will reach into the hat of vermin and think rat while I pull it out. I still don't know that I can make a bat with this thing, but I know I can do a frog or a rat. So I will pull out a rat this time and talk to it and say, "Hello, friend. Before you go running away, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. There are noises coming from the room across the hall, and we were wondering what it is. If you could go peek your nose in there and see what you see, and then come back and tell us, and then you can run off and do whatever you want to do."
Alright, so the rat is a little surprised as you suddenly pull it out of somewhere where it was not expecting to be pulled from. It says, "Where did you come from?" "Oh, are you gonna crush me?" Humans usually try to crush us.
No. Rats are my friends.
He says, "Do you have any cheese? I really like cheese."
I was just about to nudge Bud and say, "Go and see if Athy has any cheese to bribe it with."
Athy, do you have cheese? I have some rations. If maybe the rat would like to try that, but I don't
Alright,
have
so you
I
offer
don't
it
think I have
like
any cheese.
a day of rations.
Sure.
Alright, so you give it some rations, it sniffs them unsure, but then will start eating them and say, "Oh, this is better than it smells." And it just chomps it down. Eating probably about half of it. And says, "Alright, you want me
Okay.
to go look someplace? I can do that."
Yeah. I'll take it over the door and like open the door crack and point to the door across the hallway and say, "See if you can sneak under that door. If you need me to open it, let me know. I can open it a crack."
It sniffs around the door down there. It says, "I don't see a way in. You might have to open the door."
Okay. I will. I think we previously checked this door.
It was
fact, we may have even
locked. I think
Oh, it was
Rendy
locked.
unlocked it though, but it's still closed.
Yeah, I don't think we ever opened it.
All right, so I'm gonna open it just a crack, just enough for the rat to squeeze through.
Give me a stealth check. You should try to open the door very, very quietly.
Oh dear.
Okay. So you
Turns
make
out
a little
it's
bit of
very
noise.
creaky.
The rat will run in. You quickly shut the door.
Oh, I'd probably just leave it open a crack so the rat can come back out.
Oh, okay. So you hear inside some of the ghosts would say, "Ah, there's a rat in here. Oh, just leave it be. We have work to do." This is better not get
I'm
into
paying
any
very
of
close attention. Oh, sorry.
better not get into any of the ingredients. This is well, I'm not sure where it went. Let's just continue. We don't have too much time. And you don't hear anything from them except after a while they start to go back to what they were doing, which is basically like asking for ingredients for whatever potion they're concocting. One of them seems to be kind of leading. You just kind of waiting here and listening.
I mean, when the rat comes back, if the rat comes back, I will ask what it saw.
All right. So, after a while, one of them will. And you said you still have the door open, right?
But just a crack, yeah.
So one of them will say, "I think we now need to go to the southern laboratory to get the rest of the things." He says, "I'm missing some of the components that are needed." And the other one says, "I guess if none of you will go, I guess I could go." And then things just kind of go quiet. And a little while later, the rat comes scampering out. And he says, "They all vanished. But they seem like they were doing something on a table."
Okay, thank you. Did they look like?
I'll reach into my bag and fetch out a few bits of like food, some small scraps, and offer it to the rat.
He's going back in to finish off that day of rations that Bud gave him.
Oh,
But if you want to offer him even more food, he'll certainly like another day's worth of rations.
I will just. No, I'm just giving him some scraps, like some little bits, as like a treat,
Alright.
not a day's rations.
Do you actually have something to offer him, or are you just saying you have scraps to offer him?
I'm just saying I have scraps to offer him. It's more of
Alright.
like a RP thing.
All right. Well, he'll happily eat the rest of the rations. Sniff your scraps and take a few more bites. At which point he'll say, "I gotta figure out how to get back to where I was. Thanks for the scraps." Tick, 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 and he runs down the hall.
Was he able, or before he tries to run off, I kind of nudge at Bud. Can you describe the people at all for us?
Yeah. Did the people look kind of like us, or did they look like this little girl over here, or
So
how
as
would you
he's
describe them?
running down the hall, he kind of stops, and as he does, there is a click, and a ball of flames fires out of the wall next to Bud, nearly striking you, but explodes where he is, and he would just vanish, as he seems to have triggered the trap over there.
You gave him a
I
good last
know.
meal, Bud.
I should have warned him about the trap.
Oh, and the door is open now, so I'll just say it's partially open. Though obviously you don't see anyone inside.
Can I go in now?
Ooh, do we want to finish our rest?
Oh yeah, let's finish the long rest.
The little girl gets kind of sad. She says, "That rat was nice."
They come from a different plane. You will meet with my wonderful horsey soon. He's up to number 5 at this point.
She's not sure what the number means, but she says, "Ooh, I like horsies."
So I would attempt to mimic the voices for Yentl, and if she didn't hear directly, and try to see if she knew who the people were.
You mean in the lab?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm assuming one of them was Auntie, but I'm wondering who the second was. Trying to figure out from her if
You
if
didn't
Yentl.
hear any women in there. It just sounded like 3 men.
Okay. Okay.
She says, "It sounds like one of the old mixers, the alchemist. Maybe he had some of his apprentices with him. But
Okay.
I don't know. It's been a long time." He says, "Yeah, I mean, when I've heard them speaking before, that sounds like what they sound like."
Were they ever particularly mean to you since the event?
Well, no, but I stopped trying to interact with adults after the event. They always seem confused by me, almost like I wasn't supposed to be there.
So when we go into the room, our wonderful brewer here really is keen to explore it. Would you like to stay behind with Bud or me, or are you comfortable staying a little bit farther behind on your own?
She says, well, I can just stay in here with the light. I know it'll protect me from the shadows.
I'm probably jumping a little bit of ahead there. We probably still want to rest. Well, sorry, I'm talking a lot.
Alright, so you want to try to rest in the room still?
Yep.
Okay. So I assume you come back in and shut the door. You are going to have to eat for the evening, because it's getting late. So unless you have a way of feeding yourselves, it would be 1 day of rations that you have to spend to not gain exhaustion from malnutrition.
Yeah.
So yeah, just make sure you spend a day each.
You have a good berry still prepared, Lynn? You were doing that before.
Berries? What?
Didn't you? Weren't you using good berry up until now? Or am I misremembering that?
You're misremembering that. I don't have berries.
I did good berries once, but I have not done it since then. I haven't prepared the spell.
Alright, so yeah, everyone spend a day's
We have
worth.
rations in the pack, because for some reason I don't have rations, which makes me believe that somebody was providing food up until now.
I think.
Oh
Athy might
yeah,
have done.
Athy.
Yeah. You can have some of my rations. I'll give you a day's worth.
Thank you, bud. I mean, I can buy next time we're in town. I can definitely buy rations, but for some reason I had kind of
I think
thought that we weren't needing them.
I think Athy had a feat that allowed her to make food for us.
Okay. Yeah, she could make the rations taste better. But I guess well, so you said you don't have any food, Morgan?
Yeah,
I just gave him some.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, you gave him a day. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys eat. The evening is passing. It is now the 41st of fall at 8 a.m. Go ahead and do a long rest.
Alrighty.
Things are pretty quiet throughout the night. You heard the only strange noise you heard, maybe Lynn would have heard somewhere in the distance, almost sounded like water running, but nothing nothing came of it. Like there was no water in here or anything under the door, so it just kind of went away after a while. Alright, so what do you want to do?
Sorry. I was just looking in the inventory to see if we had rations in there or not.
That's a good question. In the bag of holding?
And the bag of holding. I'm not seeing any. That's
No.
fine. I'll purchase some the next time we're. Thank you, bud. Sorry for not being prepared. For some reason, I had in my head we didn't need them.
Yeah, I haven't been using them because I thought that what Athy was giving us, like either she had her own stash or
She might
something.
have her own stash, but she can't just generate food out of nowhere, so I just assumed she was spending rations for all of you.
Okay.
It's only been a few days. I guess I could check her sheet.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I need to take more rations out of my inventory because we've actually been eating them, then I can do that. But I will be very low at that point.
Yeah, do you have rations, Lynn? Are you good on rations?
I'm good on rations.
I think she has been using her rations to feed you guys because she's really low now. So hopefully she hasn't just been assuming that she can create them out of nothing. But yeah, so don't worry about past days. We'll just assume she was doing it correctly. But yeah, it's a new day. What do you want to do?
Head to the room unless somebody else wants to.
Somebody move my token for me.
Let's go check out that lab.
Alrighty.
Alright, so the lab is currently uninhabited. There are a lot of tools around and a couple of shelves that have a stock of ingredients. I guess if you want, you can do perception to search the area. If you want to take a few minutes.
I'd say yes, but not me.
There we go. There's a good roll.
Okay, so you start pulling out some of the crates. Do you have a crowbar by chance?
I think we've determined before that I do not. Let me just double check.
Something to pop these crates open with?
Unless you think I could do it with my quarterstaff, no.
I thought one of you had a crowbar.
Yeah, somebody does, but it ain't me.
Looking through my inventory now, I don't think it's me.
Alright, well you can use strength to just try to like pull them open with your bare hands. It's just a little bit harder. But there are a bunch of crates to look through.
I might offer both my javelins and just my brute strength to try to help
just
with
try
that.
To pry them open. I'll give you a +2 with your javelins if you want to do a strength roll.
You want me to do that, Bud, or do you want to do it? How's your strength?
Oh, I'm definitely not the one for strength.
So
yeah.
I might, as Bud kind of pulls out the crates.
Anyone can attempt it. It's not like a one of these checks where only 2 of you can work together.
Well, if you want a good laugh, here goes.
All right.
It's actually, it could have been much worse.
Yeah, so you two are using the javelins to help kind of pry it open. You get several of the crates open, and they do have some stuff in them, which I will put in the inventory here. So who's taking those, first of all?
Then you want to take the rare herb. I don't know that any of us. I don't know that any of us can use the arcane components.
I can.
You can use arcane?
I do. I can use the components to make stuff, like make potions and stuff.
You can't use arcane components to make potions. Those would be rare herbs or nature components. You can use religious components to make some potions. I don't... well, actually, maybe... well, do you use arcane? Like, do you have arcane as a power source?
What do you mean?
So if you are a sorcerer, a wizard, a bard, anyone that casts arcane spells, you have an arcane power source.
I'm a cleric, though.
Yeah, so you would not use arcane components for pretty much anything. You could only use religious or primal, because I think you also are a druid, and druids use the primal power source. But yeah, you can use arcane components unless you have access to arcane spells. So for crafting, you would only be using religious or rare herbs.
Primal.
Or primal, yeah. You could sell them possibly, but I don't think you could actually use arcane.
Well, do we divide the rare herbs first? 17?
I'm fine with you just taking them, Lynn.
Yeah, you can just take those.
Yeah.
If at some point you want me to help you by making more potions, you can give me the herbs. But
How about the
I,
diamond? Who does that go to?
I was going,
I
unless you have a specific need for stuff, I would assume we put most of it in the bag of holding.
Because I do have spells that need golden, like diamond powder.
So we would have to find someone to turn it into diamond powder first.
Or a diamond that costs over 500 50 GP?
is 50? What
50,
spell
yeah.
uses a 50?
Give me a second, let me check. Where's my notes? Okay, there's my notes. Let's see. There is one that needs powder diamond. The Revivify needs 300 GP of diamond.
Yeah.
One of them. One diamond is like 300 GP. The others need just powder.
So with a jeweler's
Yeah.
kit,
So
you
we
can
can put that
powder
in.
gems. I don't think any of you have a jeweler's kit though. To make crushed gems.
Nope, I have tinkerers. I can only make like necklaces.
Alright, so I guess you just bag of holding for the small diamond for now. Go ahead and put it in there, I
I
guess.
think that makes the most sense.
And I guess
I'm doing that right now.
same for the arcane components, unless someone is taking those. You do also see some potions, although they are not labeled. Just kind of in one of the potion holders.
Okay. What session are we in? So I'll make a note of that for when we get our friend to identify everything.
Session is 40. The 3 potions. Actually, I think alchemy might tell you something about them.
That's you, Lynn.
If you want to make it.
She's proficient. Yeah, she might have stepped away, but she's proficient in alchemy.
Are you there, Lynn?
Sorry, I was talking to my mom. Yes?
So an alchemy check might give you some insight on these potions.
Oh. Okay, alchemist supplies?
Yeah.
What do I use for abilities,
Although,
though?
as an alchemist, you could just spend 10 minutes to identify them. Like, just basically testing them with your alchemy kit.
I'll identify them then. I'll spend 10 minutes identifying them.
Alright. So you start working on that. Or,
Yep.
Yeah, alright. So she starts trying to test out to figure out what these do. That's all you would find in here so far, though.
I do need to ask Lou help. I did go into like thing. I cannot activate freaking Bane.
You can't activate Bane? What do you mean?
I have it put into my like known spells, but it doesn't show up in like selection when I did the long rest. It doesn't show that I could add Bane into my spell list. It doesn't show up. I don't know why.
Did you click and drag it into your sheet?
Do I have to click and drag? That's annoying.
Well, if it's not in there already. I don't see Bane in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
You have a lot of spells in here. You don't have all these prepared, right?
I don't have all those prepared. I only prepared freaking 9.
Okay. Bane is what, 2nd level?
Okay. First. Now, okay, there.
First.
Okay, there we go. I don't have it prepared, but I only prepared 9. That's the most I can prepare, and that's what I'm gonna go with.
I don't
But
see
I'm rolling
Bane
right
in
now.
your list. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, Bane.
Now
Okay.
it's in my list. I'm just not prepared it.
Okay. So we're passing some time with you identifying these potions. Unless,
So,
yeah.
oh, sorry. So I might, while Lynn focuses on that, I might go and chat with Yentl and see if she'd join us in this room now that it's opened, and see if she can go in here because she couldn't go before.
Oh, she
if
just
she's
didn't
willing.
want to.
Okay.
But she'll nod nervously and come down and say the ghosts aren't here, or the adults aren't here, are they?
Not at the moment, and I would love to know if you know anything about this room. Did you know of any secrets? Have you learned anything? Is there anything we should check out?
She says, no, the adults didn't let me in here often. They said it wasn't a place for me. I don't think there are any secret doors in here, though. I mean, Auntie would have told me. She looks around and says, yeah, no, I don't think there's anything hidden in here.
Okay, well, we'll head to your auntie's secret lab next, but our wonderful brewer here is helping us understand what some of the stuff in here is. And so as Lynn works on that, and as I work with this on this, I'm looking through the papers and other notes and anything that might inform me of Telshin or what happened here before, or anything interesting related to the ongoings of the Spire.
Okay. So, as you look around, there are a pile of papers that look like they might be requests for the alchemy lab. One of the more recent ones, in fact, almost at the top of the pile, is a letter from Telshin, but it seems to be written in Elven. In fact, most
I
of
could
these
read
are.
it.
Alright, so you look at the paper, taking a little break from what you were doing. And it looks like he puts in an order to have 3 potions made, saying that it's imperative these be made as soon as possible. And basically the letter outlines certain ingredients for the potions and a book to be used from the library. The book is a book called Dark Concoctions of the Deep. He says, talk to the librarian to the south and make sure you get a copy where you'll find the exact amounts you need for these potions. The potions themselves are not identified. It gives some information on the ingredients, but it doesn't have the exact measurements. This kind of goes along with what you heard them say last night, that they may still need something.
Okay.
Alright, so you go back to identify.
Oh. So out of character, Morgan needs a can we like take a 10 to 20 minute break? Morgan needs
Yeah,
a bit.
sorry, I'm having like a really bad allergy attack right now. I need to go take something.
Yeah, we could take a break. That's fine. We're about halfway.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yep.
Alright, we'll do a
No
break.
problem.
Yep, thanks.
Okay.
Alright, is everyone back?
I think Bud and myself are, but Lynn stepped away.
You needed him. And she dropped out of the voice.
Oh, that's not good. Did she say why? I need a bit.
Nothing specific. She mentioned something about her mother when I was, like, when we called her back, but I don't know if that was related or not.
Alright, well, I guess we could give her a few minutes.
Yeah, we said 20, and that's still a couple. I said 20 at least.
It's the only problem with the smaller groups. If not everyone's here, it gets harder to make it work.
Yeah, like I think we talked about before, I'm running one of my first campaigns as a DM with a group of 3. It is a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, 3 or 4 is fine. It's actually a lot more attention to each character. But, yeah, if anyone's missing, like if you go below 3, it gets kind of more difficult, especially if you're in a dungeon scenario.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a 4th or just somebody with a little bit more experience, because all 3 of them are very, very inexperienced, and so a lot of kind of having to prompt people to even ask for, like, not necessarily insight checks, but just like asking, what do I think about this person, or just trying to go beyond the very superficial stuff that more advanced people tend to do. Most of my players will not grill a ghost for 25 minutes on the natures of its existence. And expect the DM to have answers for all of that.
Well, it's something you pick up more from just playing, I think.
Yeah. Well, and that's where I think it'd been nice to have, like, a slightly more experienced player. Oh, hey, Lynn. Welcome back.
Sorry.
Fine.
You could always have an NPC do it to try to give them ideas or make suggestions.
So I tried to get them to take on an NPC kind of similar to what you've done, and
I got my
they
mom
didn't like
angry.
him and kicked him out.
They didn't
Like,
like
okay
him.
then. Well, so I tried to hint at, like, I'd like to be paid a gold a day for the assistance, like a very small amount, and they were like, no, we're keeping everything. I'm like, okay. And kind of once I kind of committed to that bit as the part of that character, I didn't feel like him then saying, "Oh no, I'll just join you." So I'll have to rethink that.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Lynn.
everything okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are we continuing?
Yeah, in a
Yep.
minute.
I think we're ready to go now.
Yep.
All right. Well, you're in the room. I think you were trying to identify these potions. So you'd pass 10 minutes. These potions are very odd. They seem to be almost like a concentrated necrotic liquid of some kind. It would be very dangerous to drink either of these. We're not sure what the purpose
You
of
mean the
something like
potions
this would be.
Oh, so I didn't identify it?
You did, like I said, it is some kind of weird necrotic liquid that is almost like a poison. But it's like
So it's a poison?
concentrated necrotic energy into a liquid form. But it would be very hazardous to drink this, and you're not sure what the purpose of it would be. Unless maybe as an ingredient for something else.
Oh. So I'm guessing that we need to go and see what this might be used for in the library just below us, I guess.
You would guess that this is what the Arcanist requested they make for him. But you're not sure, again, what the purpose of it is. Halshin.
Okay, I'll put a note that I put them in my bag.
Propulsion.
Give me a sec.
Oh, sorry, I was putting them in the bag of holding.
So
You want to
it.
keep them?
Oh, no. You can keep it.
Okay.
Alright, so you put them in the bag of holding for now, at least until you maybe figure out a use for them. But yeah, I mean, this seems like something that maybe whatever Telshin's book he wanted them to go get, maybe this was the result of it. Though in the actual vision, the flashback, you didn't see them, or you didn't see anyone go get the book. They just said they were going to, and then they kind of vanished. So it's hard to say if this is what they made or this was some other concoction. But anyway, what do you want to do?
Lynn will look around looking at the books and just search around the books and stuff, looking if there's interesting books.
There's a bunch of papers, again with kind of requests for things that need to be made. You don't see any books. At least no books with that particular name. The Dark Concoctions of the Deep.
Guys, I think we'll need to go to with whatever the other person said about library.
So my inclination would be to head to the secret room first, the ante room.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
All right. So Yelsh, what's her name?
Yentl.
Yentl will say, "Oh, I can take you." She comes running out here.
Please don't go through walls too fast. We can't go that fast.
She comes over here.
Jump over the trap.
Whoop. She says, "It's right up this way."
Jumps over the trap, jumps over everything. I just jump.
She says,
But you coming?
I don't
Yeah,
remember
sorry.
The name or the poem though.
Lynn will read.
Go ahead. Yep.
So it's over here, right?
She says, "Yeah," and she points at the wall with the mouse etching on it. She says, "It's right here."
Lynn will recite the poem in Elven.
Okay. So you recite the poem in Elven this time, and indeed, the door would slide open. Revealing a small room. First thing you would see is that there is a ghost in here. It says,
hello.
Who are you? How did you find
We
my
are,
room?"
We are friends of Yentl, and she has been guiding us through this wondrous place.
She yells, "I didn't know you were in here, Auntie." And as she tries to run in, she's suddenly repelled, and she says, Ghost would say, "There's a barrier, sweet one. You cannot get in here, just as I cannot leave." She says, "Oh," and she backs off. "Though your friends, I believe, can come in."
Is it safe for us to enter?
Says, "Yes, this room is actually quite safe, as it's warded against undead. A little too safe, as unfortunately I died on this side of the barrier, and because of my foresight of protecting this place, became trapped in my own safe haven."
That
She
is,
kind of motions to the skeleton on the floor.
So I would look at Bud and Lynn for any insight that they might have.
She says, "If you're friends
I would ask the aunt, saying like, "Oh, do you want to leave? I could try to dispel the magic."
She says, "Really?"
Yeah.
Well, that would be quite kind of you. Though I don't think I could get very far, as I'm guessing the wards are still on the exits to this place. Uh, that said,
One of
if
the wards is down.
says, oh, well, that said, the room is currently a sanctuary against undead. If you do dispel it, then undead will be able to enter here normally. I don't know if you all are looking for someplace safe to rest or recuperate. But I would very much
Well,
appreciate it if you would get rid of my ward for me at some point, just so I could leave this place.
So, oh, sorry, Lynn.
what?
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine.
Oh.
I'll walk in. Hello.
Does anything happen as she walks in?
No, she's able to freely pass over the seal. The ghost would just kind of nod and smile at you. The older woman.
Can I ask, what is this room for?
She says it was originally just a place for me to get away from everyone. It was a secret door I found in this place when we first came in, and only I could open it with some of my magics. Back in the day, I was a bit of an arcanist, also a potions brewer. I saw things kind of going south over time as Telshin gained more power within our group. He is an arcanist as well. I don't know how much you know of this place, but I put these wards down because I feared he might be commanding undead and thought it might be a place I could hide. She says, unfortunately, I was hiding in here when a wave of necrotic energy struck this place, and it killed me. My body remained on the ground, but my soul was trapped in here in ghostly form. No one ever found this place. I don't know if Telshin knew I was in here. I know my wards would have prevented him from scrying me. But that also kind of trapped me in my own sanctuary.
Well, you protected Yento by putting the protective light on the library. She's been able to hide from Telshin that way.
She smiles and says, I'm glad that my lights helped her. I was hoping they wouldn't be needed, but I'm glad she found them. Yentl says from outside, thank you, Auntie. They've kept me safe from the shadows. She looks kind of concerned. She says, what shadows?
Well, I will tell the aunt of the shadow creatures and what we know about Telshin right now.
She says, oh, it must have something to do with the magics that killed everyone. But
I will also gesture to Morgan. Can I take a bottle of that necrotic energy, like potion thing?
Yep. So pulled it out of the bag of holding and handed over.
Is it like is the energy that killed you something like this? I would hold out the potion.
She looks at it. She says, no, but this could very well have been used to create that energy that swept through this place. What is this? Where did you find it?
I found it in a laboratory just south of the protective lights that you put in the library.
She says, why would the alchemist create something like this?
I don't know, but I took it.
This might very well be what caused the wave of darkness to sweep over this place. She says, but...
Do you know what might reverse it? Oh, sorry.
She says, well,
there any... Oh.
It can't be reversed. The necrotic energy killed me. I'm sure it killed everyone else it touched, including poor
Yentl?
Yentl over there. Oh yeah, she's with the group right now. I'm guessing no one else got out of here alive.
Nope.
I was worried about that.
Is there anything in this room that could help us in our ventures to stop Telsin?
Give me a persuasion.
Can I help with that, since I was talking some?
Sure, what are you gonna say?
Just to, we're working to release Yentl, and any assistance that you may provide would be of great importance. Both physical and in knowledge.
As well, I mean, the only one I know of who could create the wave that swept over this place, well, it would be the Arcanist. Arcanist Telshin. Although I don't know why he would do something like that. I have some books in here, as well as my potions, and she kind of motions to the two small chests. I don't really have much more to offer than that.
Yeah, can we take a look?
She nods. She says, the key is on my body.
I will go and grab the key and open the two chests.
Alright, so in some of the debris underneath the bones, you would find a small, very old brass key. And you pop the chests open. There are some potions inside. Just put them into chat.
Out of character and completely off. Out of character and completely off topic. My brain just started singing "Dream On" for no reason.
So those are the
It's
potions.
the background music. The background music kind of reminds me of it too. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Lou.
So those are the potions in the first chest. These are the ones in the second one.
You said potions and books, right?
Yeah, so she looks like she has a bookshelf behind her. And there are some old-looking books on it. She says, "This is my collection that I accumulated over my life. I brought it here from the deep."
Well, I am a potion maker.
Says, a fellow alchemist. Well, I have several books here that could be of use to you. And she would
Do you mind if I take?
Oh, go ahead and take them. They do me no good here anymore. A ghost has no need for such things.
Are we going to put the Morgan? Are you putting it in the book in the bag of holding, or should I take them?
I was waiting to see if anyone wanted to. Does anyone need them specifically? Is there anything in this list that you want to make sure you have on your person that you need?
I would take the healing potions and the stuff. I would actually suggest that I take all of them because I could jump to where you guys are and administer potions when needed.
Yeah, I'm stocked up on healing potions, so I'm fine with you holding on to these. But the potion of growth probably makes more sense for someone like Morgan to have.
Oh yeah.
As a frontliner, and then fire resistance might be the same thing if Morgan's going to be on the front, potentially taking fire damage. He might want to have that one ready.
Yep, you guys take those, and I will take the rest because it's easier for me to administer potion with my boots.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear you, Lynn. I would suggest that just because of how D&D works in terms of turn timing, and the value of potions is actually to have them with the person that they're going to use them, as opposed to somebody having them to deliver them.
Okay, sure. Then you take the potion of superior healing. Or greater healing, or both.
To be clear, I'm actually good on potions. My inclination is to put them all into the inventory unless they're like we plan on actively using them.
Oh.
We don't know how Athy is on potions, so why don't we put it in the bag of holding for now, and then and then next time ask her if
next time we will like distribute the potions if needed.
Yeah, again, if anyone needs a potion of healing right now, like you don't have any,
I only have one, honestly.
Okay, so yeah, I would say take.
Oh yeah, you should take.
Yeah, I would say take the greater healing at the very least, if you don't want the superior.
I could take, because I am brewing a potion of superior healing. I could just take all of them and then we could divide them if needed, and in battle, if needed, I could go over it, administer. Since it is a bonus action to do that.
Is it a bonus action to give it to someone else?
Yes.
Okay.
But you would have to get to them.
Yeah, I have the boots of spring of like jumping stuff.
Yeah, and you could also get knocked unconscious, and then no one can distribute them. But it's up to you guys how you want to distribute these.
And like I said, I'm set for now. I've got like, thanks to the one I just brewed, which was just a regular, but I've got like 8 different healing potions now.
I only have one.
So I'm good for a while. Yeah, if you want some of mine, now they're all like regular except I have one greater. But if you want,
like, I only have one regular and that's it. I have been administering it a lot.
Do you want here? Why don't you take 3 of my regular?
And I'll take the regular and greater and put the superior in the bag.
Alright, so then you have 5 potions if you take the 3 regular and the greater. Because that would be 4 plus the one you have. Go ahead and make sure you put the superior in the bag of holding. What about the other ones? Resistance, vitality, etc.
I think the resistance and growth for sure should go with Morgan. Vitality,
again, I don't have any immediate plans to use them, so my inclination is to not have them on my person unless.
Yeah, but then if you need to use them, you won't have them.
They're pretty light. Right, they're pretty light. We don't know when we're going to end up in a fight with someone using fire.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is I hate adding things to my inventory.
Oh, that's
I mean, if you want to, I'll put it in my inventory and I'll give it to you.
Well, I mean, the you versus the bag of holding is no different. Like they're.
Yes, basically.
Well, being in the bag of holding, it would take an action to retrieve them. So if suddenly a dragon was bearing down on you breathing fire, it would take a lot longer to get that fire resist versus pulling it off your belt and just drinking it.
Well, I guess I will take the potion of growth then. How about the vitality one? Does anyone want to claim that?
Nah.
That one probably would be okay for the bag, though I have no horse in this race. Generally,
yeah,
for
put that in the bag.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
Generally, for my preference for potions.
What was the other one you were suggesting I take?
All right, so it sounds like
potion of what's the potion of growth do?
It just makes you.
It's the enlarged portion of the enlarge reduce spell. So
yeah, exactly.
He becomes a size larger. Okay. His weapons do more damage.
And put the water breathing also in the bag.
All right. So.
Yeah, I think that one is definitely a specific use type
All right.
thing.
So the
So those are the
original,
one we
the
need.
first
Yeah,
one, the potion of healing. You said uh, Lynn took
Greater
that.
healing's going to Lynn. Yeah, so potion of healing going to Lynn. Greater healing going to Lynn.
secure
Resistance
healing
fire
in the bag.
going to me. Water breathing going in the bag. Growth going to me. Vitality going in the bag.
All right. So and Lynn just got 3 potions from Bud. So just make sure everyone records what they took. You would also in the
Who who
books find some
who put who
recipes.
put 3? Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Somebody got me. Oh, recipes.
The books
Oh,
also have healing potion recipes, but I think you have all those now.
Yeah,
Right?
we have all those.
So I think these
Yep.
would be
put
new
the potion of
recipes to you.
terrorism, necrotic resistance, and fire resistance in
Well, those aren't potions; those
recipes.
are recipes.
Yes, I meant the recipes.
Okay. So yeah, you take those books off of her, and she says, "I
I'm
don't
putting
think."
them into the book for now.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think
thank you.
I have anything else that could be of use to you. I'm sorry. Um, but
It's okay.
if you need a place to stay to protect you from the other ghosts or the shadows, I think this place would be safe. Though I worry that
Gentle.
Yentl can't enter here.
Well, so that would be what I would ask of you, Maiden. Um, sorry, I'm really out of it, so I'm not playing my character very well. I don't think he'd actually have say it this way at all.
You're fine.
Yeah. But I would ask basically to the effect of, would you prefer Lynn here has the ability to potentially dispel the barrier that is protecting you, but we are still not certain that we can get you or Yentl out of here? Would you prefer to stay safe in your... And actually, as I'm thinking about saying this, I actually take a moment and kind of look at Bud. Do you mind taking Yentl a few beats away so I could speak with her auntie privately?
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yentl, uh, show me what this room up here is.
She says, "Oh,
Um,
it's a normal room. I think just a bedroom."
but while they step away, I
Fascinating.
would be...
Tell
I'm
me
sorry.
more. I'm just kidding.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm so out of it tonight. Um,
It's all right.
yeah. But I would basically try to ask Auntie, does she want the barrier removed and she can stay with Yentl potentially using the light, but be at risk of the darkness, or prefer to stay in her safe alcove?
She would say, "What is this darkness you keep speaking of?" I mean, I'm guessing that the darkness wave killed others the way it killed me, but is it still here? I thought it just swept over this place once. I have not seen any darkness, at least in here.
So
Yeah,
with
they're
Lynn,
undead. I would say they're undead creatures. They're shadow creatures that like mosey around this place. They have been chasing Yentl around. They seem to, according to Yentl, they are hunting her.
and
Uh,
beyond that, I would add the wave that took Frank as well. That didn't seem to be as much of a creature as much of an entity, not well, an entity, a literal wave.
An energy.
she says,
Yeah,
"And
there you go. Thank you.
what of the others, the rest of the tribe? Are they ghosts in this place too? Have you spoken to any of them?"
There's
We
this one
spoke.
guy named Dr. Ichabod,
She says, "Ah, yes, yes, I know of him."
but he just seems like he's doing the last thing he was doing while he's dead. Before he got killed, and he got really angry when we tried to talk to him and let him notice that he's dead.
She says, "Reliving, doing the same thing over and over." And I'll say at this
I do
point,
wonder.
Yeah.
Morgan, do you or Lynn
Yep.
have religious training?
No.
Not specifically. I do have a strong connection to my deity and would look to her very strongly, but I'm not formally trained in religion.
Right, because there could be something you recognize, but not without knowing more about the undead.
Probably not for my background. Not undead related.
Let me look at something.
My god is the god of justice. I can't remember what. Or no, that was my other character. What's my character's god? You can look it up.
So she'll
Always
say,
forget.
when you say Dr. Ichabod, I assume you mean the professor, Professor Ichabod.
Yep.
And you say he is repeating some action?
Yeah. I pull out the potion book and the small ruby. He was searching for these two things. Seems to have not taken it since he's a ghost, and then left.
She says, oh, yes, he was retrieving those for me, but that was that was a while before the wave swept over, or at least a few days before. Why would he be doing that again?
I do not.
Have any of the ghosts you've met have you been able to speak with any of them? Or is it just the professor and myself and Yentl who you've spoken with?
Just these three for now.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember myself. I don't think we have, but I would, and I think Morgan, the character, would be able to put this together of as we've spoken, these other dark entities may or may not be related to this problem. They may be corrupted forms of the people you know in some way, and that could be what the darkness is, or some other. Again, I want to be honest with you, there is real risk should we take down this barrier that you become corrupted in some way, because we do not fully understand what's going on, or you probably understand better than any of us.
She says, well, my knowledge of the undead and of ghosts and of what I've become is very limited, but oh, my. This barrier, you might be right. It might be protecting me, perhaps keeping me sane. If you've met no other ghosts,
But
either they've all left or something else, perhaps this darkness you speak of is a result of what happened to them. Although my
well,
Yentl
Yentl has
seems to
been
be.
okay.
She nods. She says, Yentl does seem alright, although if she's had the light to protect her, for some reason, the corruption, has not affected her yet. Though I don't know
Yeah.
why.
So if yeah, if you would if you stay with Yentl and the place where where you put the protective lights, maybe you will be protected too. When if we were to take down this barrier, right?
She says, maybe. It makes me a little bit worried that I am the only ghost besides Yentl that has kept her sanity. Are you sure you've only encountered the two of us, myself and Ichabod?
So I would, well, there's this other being, a red lady, for lack of a better term, and kind of allude to her without saying too much about her.
She says, Red Lady.
She asked us actually to protect Yentl and help her escape.
Can you describe her to me?
I think I'd describe the good form that we saw.
She says, it sounds
Unless
very
Lynn waves
much
me
like
off
the
from doing that.
Baroness.
Yeah.
But
We don't know much about her.
she says, I don't know too much about her either, but as we had explored some of the lower levels of this place, as we were trying to find safety, I had read some of the books in the libraries. Very dangerous areas, but we managed to get through them using a combination of the caves and the stairwells. But apparently, this place long ago had several figures in positions of power within it. One of them was a woman known as the Baroness, and I saw pictures of her, and she always seemed to be wearing red. Though, that's the only. I don't know if that's who it would be, because someone like that would be way too old to still be alive. But when you said the Red Lady, it triggered that memory, because I thought of how odd it was that she was in all red constantly.
I don't know if she's still alive. She has a presence about her that goes beyond a normal existence, but I don't believe it is the same as yours.
Well, what does she have to do with this place? You said you
We
spoke with her
are
here?
She spoke with us.
yeah, sorry, I'm really blanking. Um
It's okay.
our companions have a stronger connection than I do.
So you
Mhm.
want to just kind of tell her about your encounter with her in these halls?
I think so.
Alright, so you talk a little bit
Yeah.
more, and she says she asked for Yentl specifically. She told you to
As you
help her?
speak of that, yeah, yes, and Lou, forgive me if I'm not remembering this. I'm just asking for a little grace tonight.
She
Um,
nods as if she's thinking and says, how would she know of Yentl? And this is a little
well, and it is
troubling.
interesting that Telshin also seems to be obsessed with Yentl as well. And we are keen to protect her and help her, though I do not know to what end.
She says, wait, Telshin wants her? Why does Telshin want her?
Don't think we know.
He must be behind what's happened then. These potions, they must have something to do with it. I'm glad I made her those lights. Who knows what he needs her for? She says, I think you should take down these barriers. I want to help protect Yelshin.
So what I would suggest we
Yoshin?
do,
Yeto.
Huh?
You said Yoshin. What the
Or
heck?
Yentl. I want to help protect Yentl.
so I would suggest then, lady, that we take a moment and bring now I'm struggling with him, Yelton back to the light and
Yento.
make sure she's safe before Lynn removes the barrier with the three of us present, just in case there is a challenge to you. I would not like the young one to see that.
She thinks, again, seeming kind of concerned, and says, well, if something does happen, then yeah, I agree. But I mean, I can't just stay in here. We should at least try it. At least if I can leave, maybe I can figure out what's going on and help you deal with Telshin.
So I would signal up to Bud to bring Yentl and himself back. And then I don't think we need to keep the secret, the plan, and the challenge to Yentl. I just don't want her being around for it if it goes badly. But I would start to explain what was going on to both of them and see if they had anything to add before we move forward with the plan.
I wasn't present for the conversation that was just had.
I would
But
explain most of it to you. I would try to catch you up as best as I could.
okay, while he's telling me that, oh, my headphone batteries are about to die. But real quick, can I do an insight check on Auntie and see if I believe that she means well here? This isn't a trick to get out of an area where she has been intentionally sequestered.
Yeah. So,
All right. I'm going to make the roll, and then I'm going to have to swap out the batteries in my headphones. So,
okay. No, I mean, she doesn't seem like she's lying. She seems like she is actually stuck in here. And it seems like the little girl kind of corroborates her story. Whether she's become corrupted, she's not showing signs like she has any malintent for the group or for Yentl. Though you are a little concerned that no other ghosts you've encountered have been able to speak to you.
Except for Yentl and the aunt.
Except for Yentl, who seems like she's kept clear of the corruption. Um, and Auntie, who speaks to you, but she's been inside the whole time. You're not sure how the shadows or the other areas of this place will affect her should they come in contact with her.
oh. Hello? Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we hear you.
So everything's good?
I
Yep.
mean, not good, but it seems like this is a reasonable course of action.
Okay.
All right.
Got
so
it.
What do you want to do?
Unless anyone objects, I'd have Bud or one of us would take Yentl back to the fire and ask her to wait there for a few minutes.
All right.
All
And
right.
then
Yeah,
have,
I'll take her back.
You take her back. As she goes to the light, she says, "Is Auntie gonna be okay?"
Oh, we're
We will
going to
try to
make
make sure
sure.
she's okay.
Yep, we're going to take good care of her. Make sure that she is okay.
She says, "Maybe if she's safe in the room, maybe she should just stay in there. I don't want her to have to run from the shadows like I do. She's older. She's not as quick as me."
Mm.
Your
I'm thinking
auntie.
ghosts don't care. Don't is fine with speed anyway.
What did you say?
Your auntie is very smart and very wise. She thinks she can help by being let out. So we're going to let her out so she can help us. And we will help protect her the same way we're helping to protect you.
She doesn't seem too happy with it, but she just nods and says, "All right." All right, so you bring her back, then
Okay.
you come back here.
Where's my spell with?
As we get to this, suggest to Lynn perhaps step out here behind Bud and myself before you attempt to dispel the room's barrier.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Okay. So I'll step out and I will cast spell magic.
All right, so magic radiates from you as you target the runes on the floor, which will dissipate as the energies wash over them. Auntie says, "Oh, good job." Walks out finally. Says, "Finally free of that place. Thank you all."
Let us lead you
No
to
problem.
your friend so that you can protect her while we continue to explore this place. I'm keeping a very close eye on her.
Okay. So she walks down here with you, looking around curiously.
Point out the trap just in case it would affect her to suggest that she skips over it.
I skip over it.
She says the traps are armed. Wonder who did that. So
Go into the room, I say.
as she gets to about here, she kind of looks
Okay.
south into the lab. She says, "Just how I remember things." She just kind of starts walking into here, looking around, almost like she's trying to examine it a little bit closer.
Auntie, are you still with us? Please come back here.
Give me a persuasion. As she seems like she's a little bit out of it now. She's like just looking at the table, almost as if she doesn't hear you.
I'm actually going to roll this with... Oh, I closed my character sheet because I was... So I'd usually keep my character sheet in a separate window, but that prevents me from adding things to it, and then I always close it when I put it... Anyway, sorry. Persuasion, I am going to roll... I'm going to use it, burn another inspiration.
Okay, so plus 2.
I'm going to get one of them back for doing the journal.
Well, you get a story point for the journal.
Oh. Okay.
Inspirations are a little different. You only get those from MVP, or sometimes you get them from in-story events. So 16. She continues to look at the table. She says, "I think I had something to do in here." And she kind of walks.
Auntie, I need you to come with me right now, please.
Starts looking at this table. She says something.
Anyone have anything to grab her?
I will come in here and like use my can I try? I don't know. I will I will hold up my because I saw this work before, so I'm just going to grab my necklace, the holy symbol that I have that I don't know is a holy symbol. Confusing. But I will hold it and channel energy through it to see if it
are you using a turn undead, like channel divinity?
Well, I'm trying to channel the energy so that to snap her out of whatever she's going through right now, but I'm not trying to channel divinity because that would hurt her.
So you take out your holy symbol, though without channeling divinity, it doesn't really seem to affect her. She says, "I think there's a book I need. I think it's in the Southern Library. Could you all be a dear and fetch it for me?"
But first I need you to come to this other room with me.
She says, No, it's quite important. I need to finish this. If I'm going to get my defenses up in time to protect my room, to protect the secret room, I need to finish this concoction.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid was going to happen.
She says, there's a book. If you just go to the Southern Library, it's a book on wards. The librarian should be able to show you where it is.
Wouldn't you like to spend time with your niece, the wonderful girl Yentl? Doesn't she need your attention now?
She says, "Yentl? Give me another persuasion check."
Inspiration, sorry. For just a really good roll. Well, about the same.
17. She says, "Yentl's in her room. Maybe I should bring her into the warded area just in case. But I have to get the wards up if this is going to work. I need time. I need to do this quickly. Please, whatever you need after the book is brought."
I kind of look at Go ahead.
I will. This time, I will channel divinity and try to snap her out of it.
So you're gonna try to turn her? Or which channel divinity are you using?
Yeah, I'm looking through it.
Are you letting us know what you're doing before you do it?
Yeah, I'm going to ask should I try to use my ability of to try to snap her out of it?
So the last
if it's
I
something
cannot.
I mean, the only child divinity you have is to turn her, which will cause her to flee if it succeeds. It'll burn her and cause her to flee from you. Unless there's a different child divinity you're using.
Yeah, there's
I don't think.
another one for nature, right?
Yes, but that's charm animals and plants.
Oh, not very helpful.
No. So, I guess, yeah, what are you doing?
Let me see. I will cast light.
Just make your holy symbol glow?
Yeah.
Alright, so your holy symbol bursts forth in light, but she doesn't even seem to notice. She just continues to kind of look at something on the desk that doesn't even seem to be there. And she says, "Time is of the essence. Please, can you get me the book?"
I will go over to the room above me and ask Yentl to come.
She says,
I would.
Yentl, come
Hold
over
on.
here.
What is the light, the continual flame on?
it's just on a rock that's kind of placed on this pile over here.
And so the rock could be lifted?
Yeah, you can pick it up and move it.
Alright, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, Yentl, come with us, and I will pick up the rock and carry it down into the laboratory.
I say
Okay.
to Bud and Lynn before we go, can I speak to you two for just a moment?
Okay.
Oh, sure.
It might be quite traumatic for Yentl to see her auntie in such a state. Are we sure we want to do that?
It might be the way to snap her out of it.
I was thinking if we can't get her auntie to leave the laboratory, we take the light to her, then they can stay in the laboratory and be safe. But Lynn's right. The light might snap her out of it.
I like
The
the
same
idea
way
of the
that-
light. I'm a little bit more concerned with Yentl, and especially the commentary earlier that adults attacked her. And
Yeah.
I'm worried that if that happens with her and the auntie, we might lose the trust we have with her.
Okay, well, let's take the light in the lab first and see how she reacts to it. And then if she seems to be okay, then we can bring Yentl in so that they're both protected.
Is there any
And we
kind of
can-
nature check or other check that we would know to determine any behaviorals here, Lou?
With a ghost, it would pretty much just be religion, because this is an undead.
So I am actually proficient in religion, so
Oh, it's just nature you're not proficient in?
yeah, because I get the druid bonus on nature and arcana.
Oh, okay.
But
It's funny-
it didn't really help me with a 4 there.
It's funny, Bud, that I
Oh,
have
yeah.
religious background and not religiously trained. You
Right,
have,
exactly.
Religious
but I am
training.
trained in nature, and you're not trained in nature. So like we flipped our skill set opposite of what our characters should be.
Yeah, but unfortunately, yeah, with a 4, you can't recall much about ghosts or why she might just be taking on this behavior now.
You know what? I'm gonna use I have not used this yet. I'm gonna use my human inspiration to
forget to
re-roll
use that.
Yeah,
I
I
always
completely
forget to
forget it
use
every
that.
time too. But I was just thinking to myself, isn't there some way I can re-roll that? And yes, humans get 1 heroic inspiration a day.
So
Yep.
an interesting
a
thing
reroll
about
in the new
that
rolls.
also, if you read the description of it, technically you can give it to someone.
Really?
If you
Oh, that's
read
nice.
the description, so like if say at the end of the day you haven't used it, you could technically give it to someone, then regenerate it the next day.
Well, that's insane.
Yeah, that seems broken.
Yeah.
I
wonder
mean,
if they
you can
intended
only
for it to
you can
go
only
away at
have
the end of
one
the
of
day.
them, so you can only
Right.
like you can only give it to someone once. But if like you don't use them for a few days and save them up, you could technically give them to one to each person in your group.
What I was thinking is, if we spend 5 days in town, I'm giving one to everybody.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
kind of think they intended for him to expire at the end of a day, but they didn't word it that way. So you're right. Yeah, That's interesting.
So, like, it's almost like you can inspire other people, almost like a bard, except it's limited to, the one per day.
So I am going to use that to re-roll, and I'm also going to use a DM inspiration point to add the +2.
Why didn't you remind me of this all those times? But I'm human also. Sorry.
I
Joking.
just remembered it when I was thinking of it, like, how can I fix that?
Just giving you a
So
hard
yeah,
time.
here goes my second roll +2.
That's a little
16.
bit better. So yeah, you know that ghosts will sometimes kind of repeat certain things that they've done in life, though usually it's a process that happens because they kind of go mad from being stuck in a place for a long time. It seems like something about this place has made it happen much quicker, as Auntie just kind of walked in here and suddenly got all discombobulated. Maybe there
Okay,
is
but I
something.
do, having seen that Yentl seems to be unaffected and that she is exposed to this light, would I assume that Auntie would potentially be helped by the light?
It's hard to say because this just seems like a continual light, but then again, it does seem to protect from the shadows, so maybe Auntie put something in there. I mean, the only way you're going to know is if you try to shine it on her and see what happens. But it might just be to protect from shadow and not necessarily this.
Okay. So it could be just a coincidence that Yentl is unaffected.
Yeah.
Or there's some other
Yentl,
reason that's...
Yeah, or there could be some other reason why Yentl isn't affected by that.
And that's why everybody's after her. She's special.
Could be.
Let's try anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it could hurt to try. Maybe someone stay in the room. I can stay in the room with Yentl, so she's not as scared, and would just tell her we're testing something out. We will bring the light back if this doesn't work.
So there is a danger from trying to break a ghost from a loop if it starts to engage. It could become hostile towards you because it might not want to remember what happened to it. But basically, it
Well,
has a lot to do with your persuasive ability to keep them calm and try to talk them out of it, like what they're doing. So you think it's...
given that knowledge, are you sharing that, Bud?
yeah.
So I would say to you, kind of as we talk about this, that, well, given that I've already attempted to persuade her a few times, do we want to try one last go before I think we might? In my experience as an adventurer, if you try to do the same thing too much, it tends to end up backfiring eventually.
Yeah, you think every time you try, it's probably more likely that it's going to drive Auntie mad and she could attack. Like the other one almost did to you when you basically didn't play along with what she was doing. Or what he was doing, Ichabod.
So she doesn't need
I
to
am
know that we're
trained.
bringing the light in there to try to break her. We can just take the light in there and say, we just thought maybe you'd like a little additional light in here while we go look for the book. And we can make her think that we're
I like that. I like that
cooperating.
plan. My only question is whether or not we bring Yentl with us or not.
And
I'm
I
fine
we
either
see
way.
the
I'm
effect
fine
the
either
light
way.
has first.
Yeah.
See the effect the light has first, and then
Alright.
if we do decide to keep the light in there and bring Yentl in, we just tell Yentl, don't talk to your auntie while she's working.
The
We'll be
other
back.
option is to possibly play her through the loop, because like when you did that with Ichabod, he sort of gained coherence for a moment before just vanishing.
Yeah,
if you remember.
That's true, and that's why I think that if this doesn't work, we should just go get the book.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try once with the light, and then we'll see what goes from there.
So you walk in
Yeah.
with the light. She's looks like she's doing something at the table, even though there's nothing actually there. You bring the light up to her, and she says, "Do you have the book?"
We found the light, which I believe you created. It's been an inspiration for many of those around you, including the young Yentl. I know you need the book, and we would be happy to help you with that. But we do need your help with your wonderful niece and would ask that you focus on your memories of her and her importance and help us with that, and then we will help you with the book.
So go ahead and move into the room if you're bringing the light up to her.
Yeah, so I've moved to like
She'll
there.
look at the light, which I think is actually here. This is the light
Sorry,
that
wrong
she
one.
made. She looks at it and blinks for a moment, and she says, "The wards that I put on this, yes, I made this for her, but I left it in the other room. I think it should stay there. It could help her if she needs a safe spot, and this lab is not someplace she'd feel safe. Give me a persuasion."
Okay, we can. Okay.
So I'm down to 2 inspirations. I'll go down
Can
to
I
1.
try? Can I try persuading her?
You can after this if you want to say something as well. I'll give you
Okay.
advantage on this one because of the light. Oh, you might not need it.
I mean, I'll take it to see if I get a natural 20, but 19.
So
Yeah,
she kind of stares at the light for a moment. And says, "Wait, why am I in here?" She looks around confused. "I'm sorry. You said we were going to the library. It's to the north of here."
Yes, I keep your focus on the light and follow us to the library.
Yes. She kind of follows you as you come up here. She says,
And I would actually close the door behind me, just because I don't want her to be distracted.
"Alright, so you come in here with the light source, kind of putting it back where it was, and close the door." She says, I don't know what happened to me. My apologies.
No,
You were caught in a trance.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Something about this place. Thank you for snapping me out of it. I don't know what would have happened if I continued. I just hope I'm safe in here.
I think it would be important for you to stay in here with the light. That Yentl may be able to move through this place, but you certainly cannot.
She says, "The light will protect against undead. But I don't know. I don't know if it will help me. Everything, since my wards had gone down, everything just seems so strange to me, and I feel as if these strange compulsions are trying to take hold of me. I don't know why. But yes, I think I should stay here. Hopefully, with Yentl, I can stay sane." And the little ghost walks up and hugs her. He says, "I'll take care of you, Auntie." He says, "I know you will."
When you were in the lab, you were talking about needing a book. Would this book help you?
She says, "Well, do you know what I was doing? I'm sorry, I don't remember too well. The last thing I remember was walking down the hall with you, and then suddenly I was in the laboratory. What book did I need?"
You said you were preparing the wards on the secret room.
Oh, yes. I did research the inks I needed a couple of days before preparing the wards. Maybe that's what I was trying to do. The book I don't think would help me. Maybe it would help you if you need to make more wards in this place, but it should be in the Southern Library if it's still here. But I don't know if having the book will help me. It may have helped spring me from my trance if I was to see it during the trance, but I don't know if it would do me much good having it now. Well, in any case, thank you all for freeing me. And I'll give Morgan. Are you good aligned, bud?
Yep.
All right. So I
Wait,
think.
no.
Yeah. Are
Am I
you?
good or am I neutral? I thought I was neutral good, but hang on, let me confirm. I don't even see where it says it.
Well, I'll say Morgan, Bud, and Lynn. I'll give you all an inspiration point for doing kind of a good thing by freeing her and getting her up here out of her trance.
And I am very much good. I'm chaotic good, but I am very much good. I align
Yeah.
to my deity.
So you would all feel good about helping her get here, hoping that she can retain her grip on sanity. But for now, she just kind of sits down, trying to focus and just stay with the child,
Yentl.
Yentl. All right. What about the rest of you, though? What are you gonna do?
Well, I will say.
Um,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lynn.
nah. I don't know what I was gonna say.
I was actually gonna say, now might be a good break. I know we're a little early, but I'm also dragging really hard tonight. So if someone else wants something else to do, but before we move on to the next thing, this feels also like a natural stopping point. So, Butter Lynn, if there's something else you really want to do still this session, I'm down for it. But yeah.
Nah, I mean, my vote was going to be just go back out and keep exploring this level, try to find a way to get down to the library that she was talking about. But that would definitely not be something we could do in 8 minutes.
All right. Do we want to just end here in the library?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Lynn, okay. So let's do MVP votes. So remember, doing journal gets you a story point, Morgan. That's different from an inspiration point.
Yep. I don't think I actually took away one of my inspirations. I don't think I ever got more than that because I think I've only done one, maybe two journals.
Yeah, you have 4 story points right now because I record the story points in the Spire Seekers sheet.
That works.
But yeah, let me get some votes for MVP. Looks like it's going to be Morgan with 2 votes. Good job.
Thank you, both of you. Sorry for being a little bit out of it and not my usual self tonight, and I appreciate the pity vote.
I think you did
You
pretty
you
good with your...
persuaded. I think persuaded.
Yeah, I was going to say.
think you persuaded it.
Yeah, you were a good face for the party. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I do
you
really enjoy it. I
tried
just
to
sometimes feel
persuade
like I
her
talk
so
too much.
many times and finally succeeded. I think you should get it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, but I need to go to bed because I'm definitely not feeling well. So thank you all. See you when I see you next.
All right.
all right, hope you feel better.
Yeah.
All right. Hope you feel better. Bye bye.
Good night, y'all. I enjoyed it.
Night.
Thanks, Lou.
Yeah. See you next week.
See you all next week.
Yeah. See you then.